I'm going to show you how to persuade in Oblivion Remastered. In order to persuade, just talk to someone, and then go down to this persuading option, and go up and press this start. And you can get an idea of how much they like something by looking at their face. The bigger their smile is, the more they like it, and the bigger their frown or scowl is, the more they don't like it. So I can tell this guy doesn't like being admired, and he doesn't like being coerced. He really likes jokes, and he kind of likes boasting. And how many bars are in whichever dialogue you're selecting determines how much weight it has. So if I choose admire with 1 bar, it will have less of a negative effect than if I were to choose admire when it has 2 bars or more. Essentially, your goal here is to line up as much bars as possible with the best things, and as little bars as possible with the bad things. Every time you choose something, it will rotate all of the bars clockwise 1. So this single bar will go from admire to joke if I choose that first. So I'm going to start with joke that has all of the bars. And then I'll do the admire with 2 bars. And I'll boast with 1 bar and do coerce with 2 bars. And you just keep repeating the speech minigame until you get the points as high as they'll go. Also, after you've done it once, everything will be color coded. Red has the most of a negative effect. Brown has a slight negative effect. Teal or light blue is going to have the biggest positive effect, and green will have less of a positive effect. And the last thing I want to mention is prioritize the bar amounts in your best and worst options. Even though this coerce is negative, even if I choose the most bars in that, that's only a -8, and the boast with the most bars is only going to be a +8. But if I were to admire with max bars, which is our worst option, that's going to reduce all of it. It probably would have been like +18 or something if I had that many points. So really prioritize your bar placements on your best and worst options. So heavily prioritize lining up 1 or 2 bars with the worst option. And prioritize having 3 or 4 bars on the best option. Even if you have to do something like, for example, choose this boast with 1 bar and get less points from it. So let's go over everything at once again. We're going to get as few bars as possible in the worst choice, and as many bars as possible in the best choice. So we'll pick 1 bar admire, then we can do this boast with 4 bars, go down to this coerce with 1 bar, and then we'll end with joke full bars. And that'll gain us a lot of points. Sometimes you'll get better runs than others. It's fine as long as you're gaining points over time. Might take a little practice to get a feel for it, but we're just going to run through this until it doesn't let us do it anymore, meaning that his points are maxed out. So we'll start with this 2 on admire, 1 on coerce, 4 on joke, 2 on boast. And we'll do this boast and joke, coerce, admire, boast on 4, coerce on 1, joke 4, admire 1, and joke 4, admire 1, boast 4, coerce 1. And now our points are maxed out for this guy. We can't persuade him anymore. The only way to get our disposition up more now is to bribe him. The last thing I want to mention is having higher speechcraft skill will make losing points harder and gaining points easier. And that's how you persuade.